literature club. So I'm gonna be playing this board game. Just because. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You're the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because we know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would overspeed more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting out. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Like you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, Luke. Or if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. That was the weirdest I've ever heard. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Luke, you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills for college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll let you after a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me to try to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did that because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by her for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cup. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year's classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around at the classroom. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you are a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Luke, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Suki, the girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Luke. Monika smiles sweetly. Right. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Luke. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used in the pieces. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Look, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for, you know, dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. What made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab their attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Too bad everyone dies. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find just these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Although I still don't know if I can really keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Luke, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, apparently I haven't read these past few years, so, yeah. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself while joking. Tsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps it quiet. I'm not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. Manga is reading. What are you saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That's pretty good. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, like a lot of things, stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. It seems amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah yes, I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me into another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Tsuki says dirt over into me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sighs up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like me. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and trying to the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's not the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. They'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, since we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. Strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Luke? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club! Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, that was my train of thought. Awful girl still back me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Ooh, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing poems at the price I need to pay in order to spend a day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Number one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. You really just came for cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. You know, I probably would have just come for the cupcakes. And, yeah, cupcakes. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember, tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Luke, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Luke, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never work together anymore, because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And write a poem. Pick words you think that your favorite club member will like. Something good may happen to whoever likes the poem the most. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Okay, Pick words. Oh, shoot. I'm going for Yuri, I think. Yes, let's go. Different nature despised. Happiness. Tragedy. Oh, destiny, lightning. Yes, okay. Passion, music, or Yos, Stars, Massacre, Kiss, Dark, oh, half, okay. Okay, I got it. Well, I haven't gotten one. Yes, got it. Desire? Let's go! Pure misery. Wow, she's just like the saddest. Broken? She's like so sad. Bruh. Like, all of like Sayori's is like sadness. Sad. Oh, Pants? Really? Fancy Pants? Okay. Hey again, Luke. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Luke. If this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me that you didn't want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Tatsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in your club room. Mitsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back in her seat. I agree. Don't worry, guys. Luke always gives his best when he's having fun. Helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. Oh, how come you and Luke can become good friends too? Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, and me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. A short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite not reading much. Yuri thinks you'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew! What book is it? I need to know. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel this bad to distract her, expecting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you come to have two copies of the same book. Well, when I set the bookstore yesterday, it's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. I'll just have to pick up. You might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. Ooh, I gotta look that up. Is it a real book? I gotta know. Gotta know. Gotta know. Okay, it's not a real book. Darn it. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she must desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like there was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Luke? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and inclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Oh my gosh. She's deep. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, and I forget to pay attention to the other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Uh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Right, it's fine if I sit here, right? Flip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah! Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading something with someone. I see. I'll just tell my friend to distract me or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It's a little distracting, but feeling somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. It glanced over. Looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. She apologizes again. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? Slide my desk and tilt up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold up the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Just turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit sick for a sec. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do. Oh, look at that smile. Oh my god. Yeah, thanks. To continue reading. Ray no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My friend gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. She also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Luke, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, you can't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know that you were so conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! We're going to get to the time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yay! Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, pressing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Which before I only read with you. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, press at the back of my bag. Just as like a bookmark. By the way, did you remember to write the poems last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find something to share with? I can't wait! Yuri and Monica enthusiastically fill out their own poems. Stories is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf from spell notebook. Of leaf? Okay. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. 100%. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. And what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face. You just want to hate me. I really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imaginary imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my phone again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails up, unable to find an excuse. Traces her finger along the words in the poem. Is it breaking it down more thoroughly? Yeah. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It shows that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick off on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to think of writing styles separate from the topic matter and form the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Missouri finds her train of thought as if her demeanor is totally changes. Her stammering is going to be gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Sukin can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking to people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the presence, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sorry, I can't read this. Wait, I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's pretty good. It's really... Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Oh my gosh! That is a shocker. I must have totally missed the point. It seemed like it was about streetlights. But remember, the poet often expresses their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is about being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, I seem to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn to it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I want to know what my poem was. Think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing the best for you. Me too. Monica. Hey, Luke. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? One thing, don't kill people. Alright? Suggestion, don't do it. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring new things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Luke. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past it. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Good job, Luke. I was going ooh in my head while reading. It's really metaphorical. It is? I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something silly. I guess I underestimated you. What is my poem? It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put things in effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. I know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Like Sayori, likes when direct words describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near good luck yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure it will end up trying different a lot. could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles. They'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Don't like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, I only have to impress you, Monica. But, yeah, is that right? Did I get that correct? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. It sounds pretty confident, but someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in wall. Hole in wall? It couldn't have been me. The direction that the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. Oh my god, it's so long. My retinas. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. He on the other side was looking in. It's very long. It's a very long poem. I'm sorry. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's rating tip of the day. Oh, sure, gimme. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my god. Okay, Sayori, let's go. This is a good poem, Luke. Oh, so she's not even gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read it. Are you sure it's your first time? That's what everyone says. Of course. It's not that good. What is it? If I would be writing poems in the spare time? Yeah, I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Kind of reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Sure, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Luke. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Does she know what I was saying in my head? But I'm gonna hold you on that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Blue too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Bed, play, day, I want breakfast. Okay. Morning, bed, eyes, play bed. Okay. It's fine, I guess. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. I can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say this was a bad quote. It came out nice, but how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Breakfast. I get it. Wait. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I mean, I'll show it to you, I guess. No, not Suki. Look, you're not gonna take this club seriously. Then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? I'm still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, and I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Oh, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you want to improve, but you're better off just trying to get it. It's because I got like one thing for Sayori. She's just biased. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Fly, try. Fly. Okay. Okay. That's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Like it? But, just be honest. I am. Why are you so thinking you said I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of class for people to express themselves? Writing style would make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Hits you hard? Like monkeys can fly. Like wait, monkeys can fly. Like in this book, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. Yeah, I know. It brings out the feeling in the last line. So you did. There's more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsu keeps playing her out, then I won't take that away from her. Whew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around at the room, and that was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I know they're just being nice. There's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. It's just a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Ugh, gimme. Oh, there's only 9 pages? Yo. Oh, God. Okay. Yes, I say it. Oh my freaking goodness, guys. That was very tough on me. There was so much reading that went into that. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Wait for a part 2. Dunna.